Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my controversy channel. Today we are talking about police and cops and such. Going to be talking about Black Lives Matter's efforts to defund the police if they're still trying to do that. The news ain't really talking much about Black Lives Matter at the moment. They're focused on more stuff. But they probably do need to focus on Black Lives Matter at the moment. I don't. They focus on a lot of other junk, and news really ain't what it's supposed to be. They just do what's ever trending. So We're going to be talking about not Black Lives Matter. Sorry, I mean police officers. One thing I want to check first: what does police brutality mean? I've kind of got that confused. Is that abusing police abusing blacks, or is it the other way around? Or people abusing blacks? Okay, excessive and unwanted or excessive and often illegal use of force against civilians by U.S. police officers. Yes, there is police brutality in the country, but 99% of police are not racist. And there's actually another thing that came up um, that they did not tell us. They're just talking about the black George Floyd's death. What about this death? Just a second. Okay, I forgot to put on the forgot to show what's on the screen. Yeah, here we go. There we go. All right. Police kill autistic child. Let me show you how many stories come up with this. 13-year-old boy with autism disorder shot by Salt Lake City police. Video shown Utah police shooting at boy with autism. Graphic video released of police shooting of autistic boy. Shooting at Jeremy Mardis. I don't say that, autism. Cops killed autistic teen by sitting on him. That's the one I've heard of. There's all kinds of stories about this, except for this goes unheard by the mainstream news and the media. They won't pay attention to stories like these. They want to focus on blacks because they know what will divide us. They want to focus on racism because they can divide us with that issue. So, yeah, we've got all kinds of stories here about autistic children being killed by police officers. The problem isn't that they are evil or anything. The thing with the autistic children, problem is they do not have the training to know how to handle situations like these, because autistic children tend to get out of sorts sometimes. Not that I know from experience, it's what I've heard. But defunding the police is not the idea we need to go. If we don't have police, we need better training for police to know how to handle these situations. But the George Floyd situation, that was not due to a lack of training. That's due to a racist uh, dickhead, and he deserves to rot in prison. But this situation right here, sheriff's deputies in a New Orleans suburb sat on a shackled, obese, severely autistic 16-year-old boy for 9 minutes, put a chokehold on him for part of the time until he died. according to a federal lawsuit filed Thursday against the sheriff and 7 deputies in death last year. Sheriff's offices that was published January the 14th, 2021, so that was more recent than I thought. I thought it was like 2 or 3 years ago. That's more recent. This was not on the news though. On ABC News. Thank you, ABC News. We see not all these. Not just because Fox says they're bad doesn't make them bad. Fox News says they're bad, but to be honest, Fox is on in on the bad news. They've got terrible news coverage. Probably need to move my camera over a little. Go down a little so y'all can see the page. So yes, police have killed several autistic children, and it's not due to them hating them. The problem is they need more training. They need better training. They need to understand how to deal with these kinds of people. But yes, there is police brutality. This is not a situation of police brutality. This is a situation of an officer not knowing what to do in the situation. And let's look at let's see what we can find about the George Floyd killing. American hip hop artist. What? New York Times. I don't think the New York Times will tell us the truth, but died after being handcuffed and pinned to the ground by an officer's knee, and that so does captured in video touching off nationwide protest. Not just protest, riots. What happened to George Floyd was, what's the word I'm looking for?
Are you ready for this? As soon as I get the chicken patty done.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what happened here was can't think of the died on May the 25th. Was he a hip hop artist? May 25th, 2020. He's an American hip hop artist. But the reason why he died, he's a hip hop artist. Well, anyway, the reason that he did not do hardly anything. The only thing he did was, well, he didn't. He forged a check, and then the police got him on the ground and put a knee on his throat, and you know it. And he was not fighting back or anything. But they need to don't really know what they need to do exactly, but defund the police is the last thing they need to do. Police are underfunded already, so all right. So on May 20, where while being arrested for allegedly using a counterfeit bill. During the arrest, a white police officer with the Minneapolis Police Department knelt on Floyd's neck for about 9.5 minutes after he was handcuffed and lying face down. Two police officers, J. Alexander Cooling and Thomas Lane, Sigid Chalvin, and restrained Floyd, while another officer, Toa Theo, prevented bystanders from interfering with the arrest and intervening as events unfolded. We need to look at another death, though. Another black death just recently. Last year, I believe. Just a second. We'll get into this. Okay, the next black victim is Breonna Taylor. Sorry, I did not know how to spell her name. Not looking at New York Times, we'll look at Wikipedia. Wait, this happened in Louisville, Kentucky? All I remember is my grandparents were talking about this, how they think she deserved to die for being in an apartment. I think that's ridiculous. Breonna Taylor should not have died. A 26-year-old African American woman. This was not a form of police brutality. These are just officers who are too stupid to wait until it was empty. They should have handled the situation better. I do not believe under any reason this was police brutality. They're just idiots. But was fatally shot in her Louisville, Kentucky apartment on March 13th, 2020, when white plainclothes officers, does not matter that they were white, because they were trying to kill, but fired a warning shot at them. Well, she shouldn't have been in this situation. Taylor's boyfriend, Kenneth Walker, was inside the apartment with her when the officers knocked on the door and then forced entry. Officers said that they announced themselves as police before forcing entry. I don't know if there's proof of that. I did not really know much about the situation except for Breonna Taylor happened to be in an apartment at the same time, and she was killed. She was innocent and should not have been killed. That's what I know. But my grandparents said that she should have been. I don't know why, but I don't agree. According to officials, it hit Mattingly in the leg. They didn't even kill the guy. Or Mattingly, huh? Alright, I skipped a line, didn't I? But Walker said he did not hear any announcement. Thought the officers were intruders and fired a warning shot at them. Oh, he fired the warning shot. Okay, we'll look in at this in a minute. I got things to do right. Alright. I don't know if y'all can read that. Apparently, Wikipedia changed its font or something. But we're going to finish looking at this, and then I'm going to talk about. I actually did come up with something that the police officers, they could, sorry, the police officers could do to avoid this kind of stuff. I'll speak on that in a minute. But right now, let's finish reading this story. Well, not story. I don't know what to call it. Officers said that they announced themselves police officers for forcing entry. Walker said he did not hear any announcement. Thought the officers were intruders and fired a warning shot at them. According to officials, it hit Mattingly in the leg and officers fired 32 shots in return. Why? Why 32 shots? This is ridiculous. Walker was unhurt, but Taylor was hit by 6 bullets and died. According to police, Taylor's home was never searched. Why? Well, this story, or not story, I don't know, true story I'll call it. This is just unbelievable. This is pathetic. This is this is a problem. This is a big problem we have. Okay, before I continue reading this story, I want to talk about the problems we need to solve in police. We probably do need police reform. I support police reform, but defunding the police is not the answer. We need police officers to better train, better understand the situation, and we need body cams. What we need is body cams. Body cams ain't it. I wonder if they started using body cams yet.
Will you get Sandy's kitchen and put in your pocket? Huh? Could you do that for me?
Yeah.
The magnet.
I'm recording. Okay. So.
I won't be back. Right now.
Okay, so it was started after the killing of Breonna Taylor and George Floyd. May 25th. So yeah, I'll be back. Gotta do something. So, what is Black Lives Matter going on about? Now that I found out about this, I don't see the point in Black Lives Matter anymore. But I'm going to end this video right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you agree or disagree, leave a comment down below. Please don't be rude, though. I will delete your comment if you're rude or harass someone else that commented or harass me. So don't do that, and don't comment porn links. I keep getting porn links in my comments. If you do, I will delete it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn post notifications to get notified when I post the next video. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Oh, next time we'll be talking about homosexuality, the Bible, and homophobia. Particularly in Christians, apparently homophobic. So, yeah. Bye.